we'll take the video. We'll see the video what the alumni of JUT want to say. So just connected. I will be showing you the small glimpse of alumni testimony.
Hi, I'm Tanisha. I am from Jabalpur and I am currently passing out batch of 2021 from JUET Guna. I am currently placed in BNY Mellon, but I also got other offers from the campus placement. I was able to grab this offer because of the great support of faculty members, and also I learned a lot from the experiences of my seniors, alumni, and other experienced people. Thank you.
Namaskar everyone, myself Shantanu Srivastav. I belong from Gwalior. I recently passed out from JP University of Engineering Technology. I studied in the batch 2017 to 2021 from the computer science engineering. I want to say that this university has helped me a lot in my career. I recently got placed in Infosys company amongst various other offers offered to me. I chose Infosys because it was my dream company. I really like the university's curriculum, faculty members, infrastructure provided by the university, and various other features such as competitions for computer science engineering students like codathons, hackathons, and various other designing and coding competitions. I really liked my stay here, from including hostel to mess to the university and all the education provided by them. I am very thankful for the career, for how they have shaped my career, and I am very grateful to them and everyone else in the university. Thank you and have a good day.
Hi, this is Kartik Garg. I am from Ghaziabad. My branch is CSE and I am from batch 2021. I got placed in Genpact. And if you talk about my engineering experience, it was an overwhelming experience. I learned a lot of things. I have learned how to conquer my fear, how to conquer my weakness and convert them into strengths. If you ever think that you are weak, just go on and try more problem solving. If you do this, you will get the best out of you. And if you talk about some extracurricular activities, I was in clubs in the college, which helped me a lot to learn new things apart from the courses. So I would like to convey all of you to do something extra in your life to get better in your life.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Pooja. Yes, thank you very much. Just we'll start now. Pooja Parwani. She is an alumni of 2011-15 batch of Department of Computer Science Engineering of this university. After BTech, she has joined Cognizant. After a year of working in Cognizant, she made up her mind to upgrade her qualification. And in the same thought, she joined FMS Delhi for MBA. Currently, she is working with Amazon as a program manager. So, Pooja, welcome in JUT again. And now I am going to hand over the session to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. We still have some time for good evening, so I'll just go with good afternoon. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you today. Really happy to be here. As you know, my name is Pooja Parwani. I am here to talk to you about roads. But before we get to that, I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you that you are at one place where you will learn the maximum in life. And it's not just because it's my alma mater, it's because you have the kind of experiences at JUET where you'll not have, which you'll not have anywhere else, right? So before I start this, I'll give you some background here. When Abhishek sir reached out to me regarding giving this talk, I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk to you guys about. You know, I was sitting in those virtual chairs about 10 years ago. Feel pretty old right now. So yeah, it sent me down the memory lane and made me remember all the great times I had there, right? And I decided what I wanted to talk to you about. So back to the topic at hand, which is roads. I don't mean literal roads, right? You know how wonderful the roads are there. Let me explain. I'm sure majority of you have either heard or read the poem "The Road Not Taken" by Robert Frost. The last few lines of the poem goes like this: two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. Now, if you see, this poem is usually considered as a poem that champions the idea of following your own path. But it's not that. See, whichever way you go, right? Either you choose the road most traveled or you choose the road least traveled. You will always miss out something good on one or the other path. You can't have a life where you pick both the roads, right? So you're sure to miss out on something good. But the key in life is living without regrets. That is the road I'm talking about. The road less traveled or the road most traveled. Which one would you pick? As a fresher, you have so many choices, so many opportunities available to you. Which ones you choose will determine the kind of person you become 10 years, 50 years down the line. I'm sure my introduction introduced you to the fact that I took the road most traveled. I am yet another engineer in MBA, right? But why I chose this road is the kind of discussion that I want to have today, which will tell you which one should you choose, right? This is the journey that I took. This is the choice that I made. Do I think about what would have happened if I would have taken the road less traveled? Of course I do. We are all humans. We all think about the choices that we make. We all think about what we should do in life. But is this the road that I'm destined to take forever? Definitely no. I have, and you have the rest of my life, and you have the rest of your life to pick the road. Pick the road that you want to take. You know, it's all about the choices. Your choice of joining JUET has brought you here to my alma mater. It's a place where my everyday choices made me into the individual that I am today. In the end, it all boils down to choices. And that is scary, right? That is a daunting aspect, that you have to choose every day the road that you're going to take, or, you know, the choice that you're going to make. The road can take you to a morning class in the chemical department, or the road can take you to the computer science lab. This road can take you to pick dramatics, or this road can take you to the singing classes. It can take you to the library, or it can take you to the football ground. The choice is yours. But that is the most wonderful part about life. You are essentially a sum of your choices and experiences. My experiences here at JUET and then FMS and now at Amazon make me who I am today. I didn't always make the right choice. I didn't always take the right decision, right? And neither will you. But that is the best part about life. You can always wake up tomorrow and choose differently. That's why I believe that we need to live a life with no regrets. That is something I hold very close to my heart. I'll talk to you a little bit about the road I took. I come from a very, very small town in Rajasthan. Most people in India have not even heard of it. I decided early on in my life that I wanted to get out of that place. And that choice brought me here. I was guided by some of the most wonderful minds at JUET, and I learned a lot. Not just from our esteemed professor, who are wonderful, by the way, but also from my seniors, my peers, my juniors. I met people who came from all across India, from all walks of life, and learned from their experiences. I learned from their choices. I learned not just what was in the syllabus, but I learned everything else there is to learn about life from my professors, from my peers, from every individual who was around me. I worked with Cognizant for about 2 years before I realized that as much as I loved technology and being a programmer, I loved working with people more. I thrive on collaboration and I had very strong people skills. So I decided I should bank on it, I should utilize it. And that's when I decided to pursue my MBA. I decided to write one of the most difficult exams, which we call, and I decided that yes, this is the college I want to target, this is what I want to study. I chose to major in operations and technology at FMS because it was the combination of two things I loved the most. It was technology and managing people. I currently manage a team of about 100 individuals and manage pricing operations for Amazon. We work day in and day out with the latest in tech and e-commerce. But I'm also a people manager, which means I help my people grow and realize their true potential. I chose this path because it made sense to me. I had a classmate at JUET. She was a very dear friend and a chemical engineer. Right now, she's a data scientist at Amazon US. I have a senior who was an electronics engineer and is now a wedding photographer. We are essentially a sum of our choices and experiences. I took the road most traveled, and my senior took the road less traveled. But we are both happy in our lives because we chose what made sense to us, right? So, the next 4 to 5 years of your life are not making about the right choices. There will never truly be one right choice. It's all about making the most of the ones that you do. So if it takes you to a football field, give it your 100%. If it takes you to the programming lab, give it your 200%. Code through the night. If it takes you to the canteen, talk to people, make friends. You will have the best memories of your life within these walls, within those 4 years. You live the most. I'll give you some anecdotes here. Some internet sources claim that an adult makes 35,000 conscious choices each day. According to researchers at Cornell University, we make 226 decisions each day, every day, about what to eat alone. And that is just the conscious choices we make. You add another million unconscious choices to the mix, and you'll realize that making a choice is what we do day in, day out, minute in, minute out. Since your choices are which makes you have to determine your destiny. You have the power to choose to be better, the power to choose to be somebody who makes an impact either at work or in college or in your academics or your extracurriculars. You have the choice. So don't waste your energy on making the unimportant choices every day, right? Focus on the important ones. Specifically, what choices do you need to make to change what you do, how you think, what you experience, the results you create, the job you want, the higher studies plan that you have, right? All of this is choice. There's a very famous quote which I like. Life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. It's from John Maxwell. He's a very famous New York Times best-selling writer. He's written a lot of books about leadership. Even if you don't have the chance to read those books, read the summary. It will tell you how to be a leader in your space, no matter which space you choose, right? You want to build the next Facebook, you want to live a happy life, you want to travel the world. What you want to do is up to you. But how you want to do it, there are more than enough resources on how to do it. You know, how to make the right choice or how to make the informed choice. I want to give you some tips or tricks or hacks, whatever you want to call it, to help you make some informed decisions, right? Think about three things. Think about what your goal is. Think about where you want to go, right? Which is listening to your gut, but not just your gut, also your brain. Your brain and your gut will always tell you what to do, where to go. And the third is have a plan A, but also have a plan B to Z. But prepare enough so you don't need them, right? So what is your goal? Do you want to live a happy life? Do you want to be the next Mark Zuckerberg? How will you know what your goal in life is if you don't explore life? So explore, learn as much as possible you can within these walls, from the people around you, from your professors. They've seen more life than you'll ever experience. Know yourself, and only then you will know your goal. And once you know your goal, you will be able to make an informed choice. You'll be able to make the right choice. Listen to your gut, but also your brain. Why? You can't just use your intuition in making a decision. That's not how life works. You have to have that experience to make the informed choice. But you will not gain that experience until you've lived enough. So, gain exposure to various cultures, various people, hobbies, subjects, interests. Once you have enough experience, making choices will be very easy. Making an informed choice will be super easy. Have plans B to Z, but prepare so that you don't need them. When I wrote CAT, did I have a plan B? Yes, I did. I wrote 5 other exams. But did I need to? No, because I gave it my all. Right? I was lucky. Definitely, I was lucky. Luck always plays some part in your life. There's no denying that. But I knew that it was now or never. When I prepared for Amazon, I called up every alum possible from my B school who worked at Amazon, had worked at Amazon, and requested them to take my mock interviews. I drove it for myself. I knew I had other companies to fall back on as my plan B to Z. But no, I wanted to pick my plan A. That was my choice, and I worked really, really hard for it. So I want to talk to you also about why making an informed choice is important, right? Say you have 2 cricketers, IPL is going on. You are having a friendly discussion with your friend as to who is going to be, the star or the best performer of the season. If both of you have equal information, you'll make the right choice. But if there is an information disparity, say your friend has done more research, he knows how this individual is performing over the last 10 years or over the last 5 years, he has seen the statistics, he'll be able to make a better choice. He'll be able to win the bet or win whatever you are discussing, whatever the discussion is right now, right? It's always about information. So as long as you have that information and you work really hard to get that, you will be able to make an informed choice. It's not that difficult. The more you know, the better your decision making is going to be. And in the end, it's always about the experiences and choices and the people around you and what you learn from it. I hope you'll be able to make the most of it. Realize that you can wake up every day and choose differently. Choose whether you want to be the next top engineer at Google, or choose whether you want to build the next platform that revolutionizes the world, or you want to live a simple life where you do a happy 9 to 5 job and you come home and take care of your family. Realize your goal, work towards it. Wake up and choose better. Wake up and choose differently. You can always turn around your life, right, by the power of your choices. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to leave you with one last piece of advice. There are certain non-negotiables in life. Respect, choose non-violence, empathy, and understanding. These are non-negotiable, folks. You can't not pick this. You can't not choose this. Sorry, I'll just take the questions at the end. No matter which road you take, if you're a good and decent human being, that's all that matters. Above all, you have to choose yourself. You have to respect yourself and take care of yourself. Nobody else is going to do that. Your first choice should always be you. That doesn't mean being selfish. That doesn't mean being self-centered. It's about taking care of yourself the way you would take care of somebody you care about. Thank you, everyone. I'm sure I've exceeded the number of times you expected to hear the words road and choose today. So thank you for being patient, listening to me. You can always find me on LinkedIn if you need any advice on a professional or a personal matter. Right? Signing off. And in case you have any questions, open to that. How to avoid overthinking? Oh, definitely. That's a good one. It's again about information, right? The more information you have about a decision that you want to make, and knowing yourself is a big part of it. I'm sure you've heard a lot about mental health in the past, or you've read about it in various forums or social media, right? A big part of mental health also comes from making the right choices. And overthinking is something which impacts it negatively in a very big way. If you know yourself, you know your goal, you'll be able to avoid all of this, and you'll be able to decide what you want to do in a very easy way. But until and unless you experience life, you can't do it. Sure, it's better to do masters, depends on what your goal is. If you are passionate about engineering, pursue it in engineering. If you're passionate about people management, look at MBA. If you're passionate about a government job, look at that, right? Sorry, there was another question which I missed. Should I prefer Android development or iOS development? I can't make that choice for you. I can only tell you, look at the scope, look at which roles are available, do your research, which companies you want to target, which companies visit campus, what the offline hiring process is for companies. Decide what you want to do and build those skills over the next 4 years. How to prepare for big companies which are off campus. Again, it starts with practicing what they want to, what they are looking for in an interview, right? There is more than enough resources available on Glassdoor, LinkedIn. People have put up their experiences. Look at that. Look at those questions. Filter it down, saying, "Hey, this is what they ask an engineer. So how can I prepare for it? If they're asking you for data structures and algorithms, work on that. Talk to your teachers. Say, hey, this is what I want to target, and this is what I want to work on." If they're looking for people who are good at Android development, work on those skills. Use GitHub. Learn from every resource that is available.
So I think now it's time to wrap up the session, Pooja. So on behalf of JUT Guna, I extend really heartily thanks for sparing time from your busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, your advice, your suggestions, and encouragement. And this will surely going to encourage our students, guide our students for the future events. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.